Good morning, Team Nomad. How are you all doing? Hopefully you had a fantastic Valentine's Day yesterday. Even for those of us that are not in relationships at the moment, it's still a real opportunity to think about love and how we can love ourselves, how we can love the community, how we can love the job that we're doing. This is all about what we're trying to achieve here, making sure that we feel self-love, feel love for others, and love the job that we're doing. So as you're aware, I was down in Glastonbury over the weekend and we had an incredible experience down there. Got some real good spiritual lessons out on the YouTube channel, so please check them out. In terms of that as well, thank you very much for continuing to help me grow this community. It's incredible the response that we're getting on social media at the moment. There's so many likes, shares, subscriptions to the YouTube channel. It's just insane what's going on. But you know what? We're obviously hitting a nerve and you guys are all part of this. So I'm talking to people from Australia, I'm talking to people from America, I'm talking to people from the UK. We're all getting in this together. We're in a global community. Instant communications means that I can have a problem here in Manchester, one of you guys over in Perth, Australia, or in Canada, or wherever it may be, can help me with it. And that's what we want to do here. We want to identify that we're all in this together. We can all help each other out, and we can all share the experiences that we've had so that we can make other people's lives better. So continue to do this, continue to grow it. Thank you very much. Now, we're not a one-trick pony, so spirituality is one of the elements of what we look at, but we're a bespoke and holistic approach to self-improvement. So we still have other areas that we have to look at as well, and they include health and fitness, love and relationships, money and finance, and career and life purpose. So the start of this week, I've been on a nutrition course and I've been doing a personal trainer qualification. The reason for that is I've been doing fitness since I care to remember. I live it, I breathe it, I eat well, but you know what? A lot of that is just things that I've developed myself without really understanding why. And so by doing the personal trainer and the nutrition qualifications, I've identified the reasons why I do the things that I do. And you might find that as well. If you've been introduced to fitness or the gym from a brother or a family member, they may say to you, right, yeah, you need to do this, but you don't understand why. However, once you've educated yourself a little bit, you can understand the whys behind the reasons what you're doing, and so therefore you can improve the improvements. You can make the results better. And so this is what I want to do, so that when I'm talking to someone who is a subject matter expert, I know how to dig into the weeds and get the real information that we care about. So I'm doing that. I want to be an authority on this, and it is definitely good. It was also Valentine's Day yesterday, so as I said, you know, if you've got a partner that you can share that love with, absolutely awesome. I hope you spoiled him or her. If you've not got a partner at the moment, it's not a problem. I mean, it's a good time to reflect on past relationships, on the lessons that you've learned from them, how to let them go, any of the love trauma that you've associated with previous relationships, so that you can move on new and ready to engage with love again. And it also ties in with the career that you're doing, because if you think about it, you really need to love the job that you're doing, and this is where the passion comes into it. Because if you love your job, you love the product or the service you're trying to sell, and you love the company, then you're going to be a far better salesperson. You're going to engage with the customer, they're going to be able to tell that you're authentic, and you're going to smash them figures, you're going to get the commission or whatever it is that you do. And that's the key thing to it, you need to love it. And if you're not loving your job, then you need to think about how you can change that, how you can get from A to B, a series of steps, and then you make it so that next year when we're here again on Valentine's Day or the day after, you can say, you know what, I'm now in the job that I love and I can see the difference. It's exactly the same as with the fitness training. You identify where you are, what you want to do, and then how to get to that point. You don't just say A to B, you have to work out the increment steps. So this is what we do with anything. You know, self-improvement comes down to identifying where you are, and the way that you identify where you are is you look at your past, and you identify where you want to go. And you think to yourself, how am I going to get there? And you set yourself a series of steps along the way so that by the end you can set your compass, get a bearing, off you go, check it from time to time, but more than likely you don't need to because you know that you're on the right path. And then boom, before you know it, you're at point B, success, your goal. And that's what I want to do with you. That's what I help you with. So it's this holistic and bespoke approach. It's taking all these different disparate elements, bringing them together and creating better people. Now I've had some really great news as well over the last couple of days. a big idol of mine, a guy called David Icke. You may have heard of him. You may be put off straight away by me saying his name. But you know what? He's got a lot of good stuff as well as the controversy that he's got to say. And if you ever listen to some of his podcasts or videocasts or even read some of his books, what he talks about now is all about love. It's not talking about fighting an enemy or, you know, any of the conspiracy stuff that he was associated with earlier in his career. It's now moved on to this similar message to what we've got, which is about loving each other, helping each other. And it's quite incredible that he was able to get in touch with me and send me an email of support, you know, saying, well done, you know, really appreciate what you're doing. And it was quite true what he said to me, which basically echoed what I was told over the weekend whilst I was in Glastonbury, which is that we have to go through hard times, the trials and tribulations, in order to learn the lessons, become tougher, wiser, smarter, and then move forward. And as we're moving forward, we can do it alone if we want, or we can share that experience, which is what I'm doing now with you guys, so that you don't have to make the same mistakes. Because we all do make mistakes, and that's just part of human life. But it's how we learn from them. You know, if we keep making the same mistake, whether that's in a relationship or a career choice or whatever it may be, then you're trapped in a cycle. But as soon as you can identify what that mistake is, how to change it, you're going to move forward, and that's the key to this. So, getting some great support from him. I also had an incredible phone call with a potential partner of mine who's really showing a lot of love for what I'm doing. And that's mainly due to you, because A, we're getting a response from you, so it realised we were on the right track. And also, because you guys are getting involved in the community, it means that I want to keep giving what I've got. So you keep it up, I'll keep it up, those guys will get involved, and then we can go, you know, ballistic with this, we'll go global. And ultimately, one of the upshots from that conversation yesterday was that I want to deliver to you guys, and also get some feedback, a longer version of these video casts. So the first one I'm going to deliver to you is on money and finance, and I want to deliver that to you on the YouTube channel and see what you think about it. It's going to go a lot more into the depth, into the weeds about money and finance, my experiences with it, the highs, the lows, getting associated with debt, being free of debt, everything that you guys are also going to experience. And I want to give you my take on it and see what you think. Now, I do have a potential to ramble, but I'm going to keep it in a very structured manner, and I'm going to do it in 15-minute blocks so that you guys can watch it, you know, in short little chunks, maybe in your lunchtime or when you get home from work, and you can easily go back to it rather than it just being one long video. So it'll be in a series of 15-minute videos until I've got everything across that I want to get across. So please follow them on logically, and then once you've got to the end of it, give me all the feedback that you've got, and we're going to make this work. In regards to that as well, if any of you guys out there have got any questions or any advice that you want at the moment, please go on to the Facebook page, Nomad Adventure Therapy, and send me an inbox message. I'll answer it. I'll help you as best as I can with the tools that I've got, which are in here, and then hopefully I can give you a bit of advice which will allow you to steer yourself towards what you're probably already thinking anyway. I'll just give you that confirmation that you're looking for. So other than that, thank you very much. Let's keep this going because it's just going incredibly. Have an awesome day, and I'll catch you very soon with that longer video, so please check it out.